Hello Scorpio, and welcome to my channel. I like to keep things a little short and sweet, so I won't take up too much of your time. We will draw 3 cards. If you've been here before, you kind of know how it works, but if you are new, we will draw 3 cards for your person, 3 cards for you, what to expect moving forward, and some clarifiers, and we'll end up with an oracle card or 2, depending on which oracle deck jumps out at me. So these readings are a bit timeless. We're doing your end of December reading. However, as I've said before, you know, time is very fluid. People may be feeling these energies now, but they may not act upon them for weeks or months. But the energy is coming in at the time of the reading, and my readings are pretty timeless. I will occasionally hit upon a time frame that I'm seeing or feeling. However, some people take longer to make decisions. So that is that. So we'll start. Dear guides, guardians, and spirit, please offer Scorpio the information that they need to see and hear this evening. Please allow me the ability to discern clearly and properly the messages that are being relayed to me. May the true sight be in me. May the true speech be mine. May everything that I speak come straight from the divine. So you guys didn't notice, but the card that I flipped over was the Crossroads card first, and I shoved it back in there. But to a larger degree, the Hangman is a bit of a crossroads card. It's like the pause before you make a decision. Oh dear, Scorpio people. Wow, I don't know what happened to your person, but whoo-wee, Lord. Okay, all right, well. It seems to me that your person is at a bit of a stalemate here. They don't know what actions to take, and they are feeling very heartbroken. So whatever happened between the two of you in the past, it does feel like even though they're not moving forward, they want to. They just, A, don't know how, and B, are feeling very broken and don't want to be rejected. I feel like now, some of you, the immediate hit that I'm getting is that you may have spoken to them in a way that has shaken their confidence, and now they don't know how to proceed with you. Even though they want to, it's almost like whatever words were said were really biting, or they cut really deep to the core of that person, and now they don't even feel like they're attractive to you anymore. This Queen of Wands is here, and usually, you know, if we're reading for court cards, which I don't tend to do, this is a fire sign. But moreover, your person has always been someone who easily attracts the things that they want and the people that they want. And they're at a crossroads with you, or they're at a bit of a stalemate with you because they feel that they are not attracting you in the ways that they are desiring. With this fiery energy, it's kind of like they've always been the person who was able to walk into a room and command all eyes. They can't seem to do that with you, and it has them a bit flustered. Now, I also, with this card, feel that they are an extremely attractive person, and you may have perceived them to be a player, but I don't feel, even if that was them in the past, I don't feel that's the energy they're embodying right now. So it's almost like whatever you said or did, you didn't let them know, you didn't put them on a pedestal, you didn't let them know that you were attracted to them in the ways that everybody else is attracted to them. So now they're kind of feeling like, well, holy cow, I don't know how to move forward with this person, and I really actually like them. You, on the other hand, are at this place. You are showing up as the Knight of Swords. You do want to come in and communicate with them, but I don't know that it's communication that they actually want right at this point in time. Because this is my card, the Knight of Wands. He's a fast-moving knight, or the Knight of Swords, I'm sorry. He's a fast-moving knight. He likes to come in with the energy of communication. But in this deck, this is also, if we look at him a little bit more clearly, he's like the headless horseman. And that sword is actually his spine. Now, in order to find the thing that he's looking for, he's willing to disfigure and dismember himself. I'm not saying that that's you, but this is victory at the cost of what? I am willing to do whatever I need to do to win. So you may be willing to do and say things to get your point across to this person about how deeply displeased with them you are. And you may end up hurting yourself in the process. And it's almost like, well, I'm willing to do that. And that's fine. You know, that's fine. You're willing to take some bold actions with this Three of Wands here in order to do that. And it almost appears to me, based on these cards, now people will read the Three of Wands as a third party. I don't really like to read it that way. There are certain cards that I will read as a third party, but not really the Three of Wands. This for me feels like you may have perceived them as being a player, but they weren't, or they had player energy in the past, but now that's kind of changed. But it's almost like you're looking to teach them a lesson and just show them how childish or how foolish it was to come at you like that. Like, I don't know why you're bringing this player BS to me, because I'm not here for it. That's really what it feels like here. The Three of Wands is also a card of bold action in order to get the job done, so to speak. So this Page of Stones is here, and it actually feels like a timing card to me. So you may not really get your point across to this person until the next time of the Earth sign, which happens to be Taurus. And it feels like a very slow-moving energy or a very slow-moving plan. The other thing here is you have shifted gears with this person, so it's almost like even if they came in to like try to test you with some BS, or which I don't necessarily feel here, but like we never know with people, right? So even if they came in and tried to sort of test where you were, your energy is more focused on creating some stability for yourself so that you are unshakable. This person pulled you out of your character. I don't feel the love here, if I'm going to be honest. This feels like it's turned into vengeance. Like, vengeance is mine. Like, if you thought you were going to pull the wool over my eyes, vengeance is mine. But I do have to say here for your person, whatever energy that they originally brought to you, they are feeling the weight of their actions. They're also feeling that really heartbroken by the state of the connection, right? So the Three of Cups is here. The Three of Cups, the King of Swords, the Knight of Stones, and the Eight of Stones. There are a couple of things going on here. So while you've shifted your focus on this side, we see the Knight of Stones and we see the Eight of Pentacles, and those are kind of like the way that they're showing me. It's like these things are connected. These three things are connected. That lets me know that you will be slow moving to sort of entertain this person at this point in time, because you have shifted gears and they're like, ugh, I don't really want to put up with whatever it is that you're doing or dealing with. Anything that you have to say is not really of interest to me. I'm going to come in and say some shit to you, but I don't really care about what you have to say to me. I'm going to turn back around and focus on creating my own stability. It does look like you are going to be the one resisting the connection here because A, you're creating some stability for yourself, and B, you're looking to see that this person kind of recognizes that they had done something wrong, or that your words weren't for no reason at all. And you need to see that they're apologetic in some way. They maybe don't have to offer you a full-on apology, but you need to see that kind of like they're not going to touch the hot stove again, or that they recognize that their actions brought about this sort of I don't know, with all these swords cards, it's like the scorpion tail has come out, and they got stung because they tried the throne and found that they were not equipped to handle the backlash. That's what I'm feeling here. So this Three of Cups is here, and again, this King of Swords is here. I do feel like your person is isolating, and they may be overindulging in some kind of drink, in alcohol or partying or doing things to excess in order to mask their feelings, or in order to mask just how heartbroken they are. I do also see them isolating, and when you are trying to come in, even if you're trying to be kind, because I feel like you're oscillating, and that doesn't seem intentional. It's almost like you can't help lash out at this person because they've done something to irritate or something to create that energy in you. And then you feel bad about lashing out at them. So you want to try and repair it, and then they're ice cold. So then it like repeats the cycle all over again for you. That's going to be a minute. Woof. So I was like, oh, well, what do we got here? Do I see... I don't see any... I'm going to be honest. I don't see love here in these cards. What I see is you're almost like you're in the stage of like... You guys are death-locked in this kind of spiral. If you're exerting that much energy with someone, there is still some kind of emotional connection there on both parts, but it feels like we might have crossed over into the realm of toxicity with this connection, at least right now where it stands. So let me get some clarifiers. Okay. All right. As you guys watch me more and more, you'll notice that my clarifiers are actually the cards that I put down, like the Knight of Stones. The clarifier for the Knight of Stones is the Knight of Stones. I don't shuffle them that way. It's just usually my cards, when they say something, I've already perceived it, and I give the clarifiers because that seems to be popular with other people. But usually when I lay these cards down, they're already speaking their story, and they're like, we already told you. So the Star is here, the Ace of Swords is here, and the Queen of Pentacles is here. Now this is just a reiteration where your person does see you this way. Something that is unattainable or a beacon at this point in time. But right now it feels like it's a moth to a flame versus like a healthy connection. The Ace of Swords is here, which talks about if you have not been in communication with this person, you will be receiving communication with them soon. And the Queen of Pentacles is here. This is a slow moving energy because it's stones, and you're going to be slow and they're going to be slow. I wouldn't be surprised if this took quite some time to resolve itself because just how deep the wounds feel. Now, this Eight of Wands is here on your side. This tends to be a lot of things happening but nothing getting done. It is also an indicator for travel. Some of you may be traveling, but this feels like a lot of buzzing. There may be people bringing you information about this other person because it feels like, I don't know, buzzing. A lot of, when it comes to me like that, it's usually like there may be a lot of like checking in and checking out or checking up, or a lot of people are like, did you hear about blah, blah, blah? Can you believe what so-and-so is doing? Can you da, 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 da? There's a lot of like this grapevine buzz, you know what I mean? Like people coming who are like either looking for information from you, or they are giving you information and it's coming from multiple places. It also feels like just the level of activity for you is going to increase quite a bit. And for those of you who are traveling, this traveling feels like it's connected with entrepreneurship or starting your own business. The travel does look like it's also, this would be like travel for collaboration, travel for networking, travel for sales. There's a lot of communication that's involved with this, and the Emperor is here. And the Emperor is here with this coin, and this coin, and this coin. So it is a reinforcement of you, though this other situation is still in play, you are like switching gears to like, excuse my language, but boss bitch, or, you know, boss dude, or whatever. You know, you're switching gears to very like Devil Wears Prada energy, where you're not really taking any crap from anyone and you're very focused on your coins, on your entrepreneurship. You may even be rebranding at this time too. If you're someone who is already an entrepreneur, you may be looking at like graphic designers specifically. I don't know why that came out. So here we are with the Knight of Swords. That energy already came in for you, and it's kind of like you do still want to come in and save this person from themselves and from the hell that they're experiencing. And that's that whole like back and forth where it's like you may bite them with your words and then feel bad about biting them. So then you want to fix it, but then they bite you back and then nobody's fixing anything. This Princess of Swords is here. This is another communication card, and it's just real indicators of like a lot of communication, and some of that communication has to do with younger people. So some of you may be dealing with someone that you're co-parenting with, and you're in conflict about that co-parenting aspect. And your child may be old enough to understand some of the nuances of the sort of entanglement with this person. They may be old enough to understand that, like, no, I don't want to go visit mom or dad this weekend because I don't like it at their space, or the energy doesn't feel right, or something like that. Or you may be getting information from people who are younger than your person, so you may still be connected with their children if you don't share children. We're going to end this up with a goddess pull from the Goddess Oracle. I like that. is our one. The goddess Freya. She's the card of searching. She asks us to be present through the darkness. Look, and the darkness in this case is an internal darkness. So be present in that internal darkness, that internal confusion, or something that feels like it's unclear. Because it's also this place of, it's a place where old habits go to die, negative habits go to die, and where new creative endeavors are birthed into existence. And it can only happen at that meeting place of stillness and darkness. She lets you know that you are safe when you are in this place. Freya is also someone who lets you know that you'll find whatever it is that you're seeking, but you may have to brave things that feel scary. She's a protector goddess, so you can call on her if you are doing your meditations and ask her to sort of be present and help to guide you through this sort of like time that feels a bit confusing, because there are so many things on your plate, not just the connection with this person, but it also looks like there's, there's the travel, there's the starting of your business, there's sort of the rebranding of who you are as a person as well. Those things all feel like they're going on in conjunction with this situation. So that's a lot for one person to handle, and you may need to take some space for clarity. So I think that is where we will end. I'll leave my information in the description box. Should you want a personal reading, you can always shoot me an email or go to my website or check me out on Keen. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel, Scorpio, and have a wonderful new year.